Welcome, yogis. Welcome back to the Modern Yogi. We're doing pajama yoga. I call it pajama yoga. You can call it bedtime yoga. You can call it nap time yoga. You can call it restorative yoga. Clearly, the camera's angled all the way down because we're not going to really get off the mat a lot. We're going to be doing some stretches, some relaxation. This is going to be very gentle and restorative class. So I recommend getting your pajamas on if you want to. Something else you're going to really want for this practice is your pillow. This is the pillow that you sleep on. So maybe something more substantial than just like a little throw pillow, like the pillow you lay your head on when you go to sleep. So go ahead and press pause or go grab one right now while I just continue to talk. If you'd like, you can use the playlist in the instructions right below this video. So go ahead and press play if you want some yoga jams with this. But we're just going to do a full body kind of stretch restorative class. So grab your pillow. All right, so let's all start with our pillows. You're going to place it right behind you, right like this. Maybe sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, or just crossing the legs like this. And butting up your pillow to your tush, and then you're going to lay back. Now, if you don't like it when your head hangs, go grab another pillow and prop it up. Or you can even scoot a little bit and let it support your head. You decide, whatever you need. If crossing your legs is too much, feel free to straighten them out. If this feels like too much, bend the knees. And if you would like some Supta Baddha Konasana, you can bind the feet together and open up your legs like this. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for when we start, or it could be just right. So take whatever position works for you. Maybe start to close the eyes. Hands can be on the stomach, or hands can be on both sides of you, palms up or palms down, it doesn't matter. From here, start to maybe deepen your breath. Maybe start to notice all the little sounds going on around you. The refrigerator, maybe you hear a roommate talking. And whenever those sounds become distracting, just label it refrigerator and then come back to your practice. So again, we're going to do some longer holds with some emphasis on gentle opening. We're going to use props like our pillow and stretch out the body. And we're not going to do much muscular engagement. From here, visualize the four corners of your mat. Or if you don't have a mat, not a big deal. If you're practicing on a towel or a rug, or you can just pretend that you are on top of this rectangle. And your focus will be here on this rectangle. From here, start to notice any obvious places of tension or soreness in the body. An option is to take your inhale, and on your exhale, imagine that breath going to that part of the body, sending some healing sensations, gentle sensations, softening sensations. So using that exhale to create a sense of well-being. Notice if there's any place in the body you can soften, like in the shoulders, or maybe your jaw. Keeping that steady inhale and exhale breath. I'm going to offer you a mantra, which is something used in yoga to focus. Something that I'm going to keep coming back to today, almost like an intention if that's what you'd like. The mantra is going to be slow down. So on your inhale, in your mind, you say slow. And on your exhale, you in your mind say down. Slow down. Following your inhale and your exhale. Slow down is going to be the intention I'm offering you for this class. Life's getting busy again. School, work, friends, staying safe, cooking, exercising, your spirituality, it's adding up. And I hear you and I'm with you. This is our time to slow down, to focus on us, to focus on that self-care or that healing or that spiritual growth that you're craving. Even some relaxation. Whatever brought you to your mat. Let's offer ourselves to slow down. If you'd like, you can bring your hands into heart center as you lie on your back, resting your thumbs upon the sternum or the chest area. An option here is to seal in that intention of slow down, or invite a different intention in for your practice today. That could be dedicating your practice to God. That could be dedicating your practice to someone that you know who could use some healing. That could be dedicating your practice to just you. Just you. From here, take a very exaggerated inhale on your next in-breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Releasing your hands here to each side. What you're going to do is plant the feet behind the glutes. And what you're going to do next is come into like a bridge pose. On your exhale, you're going to come on down. Inhale, lift your pelvis, tush off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, slow down on your exhale. One last time. Inhale, slow. Exhale, drop down, down. From here, sort of come to your side and take your pillow and bring it to your belly. Come back to bridge pose. When you feel ready, move nice and slow. And bring this pillow right underneath the tush. You can do it any way you'd like, just so it elevates you just enough. Hands from here come to belly, eyes closed. Coming into your bridge pose with a little bit of support. An option is to bring both hands to belly. Next option is bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart. We're going to introduce something called Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. So on your inhale and fill up the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And on your exhale, you empty out that air, chest, ribs, belly. Inhaling for slow. And exhaling for down. Inhaling for slow. Exhaling for down. Inhale. And exhale. Continue with your own breath for 3 more rounds of the supported bridge pose. When you feel ready, place both hands on both sides. Lift the pelvis off your pillow and bring your pillow to either side. From here, roll onto your pillow. Press yourself up. We're going to bring that pillow again, just as we had it when we warmed up. So either bringing it directly towards your tush or maybe sliding it back to support your head. Coming on down. From here, bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. This may feel a little strange, not a big deal. And then drop your knees all the way over to the right, bringing your bum as far over that you need to comfortably bring both legs down. Take your left arm and reach it out, looking over your left shoulder. Staying here. Coming back to your mantra of slow down, or coming back to your intention. Notice anywhere in your body that you're clenching, you can soften. Even if it's just your right hand. If your mind starts to wander, no worries, just bring it back. It's part of the practice. From here, bring both hands out to a T. Press the tops of the hand into the ground. Use your core. Bring your knees back to center. Drop knees over to the left. Again, keep twisting until both knees are stacked on the ground. Extend right arm looking over right shoulder. Eyes can close here if you'd like. And then notice where you can soften. Keeping your exhales long and your inhales long. Stay here. From here, tee out both arms, palms up, press the tops of the hand into the ground, bring your knees back to center. So good. Straighten your legs out, use your core, sit up tall. Awesome. We're coming into child's pose with your pillow. So bring your pillow right up top. From here, bring the big toes together, sit back. Bring your pillow close to you in between your legs and slowly come on down. You can place your forehead down or come to the right or left cheek. You decide, depends on how the neck feels. If your mind has wandered, which it will, and that's fine, just bring it back. Maybe back to the music, back to the present moment, back to your mantra, back to your intention. From here, reach forward, plant your hands on the ground and press yourself up, walking your hands back towards your body. And then come over onto your tush and sweep your legs out forward. Now you can bring your legs as wide as the mat or even wider. It depends on your comfort level. I don't really care. So find what works for you and what works for your inner thighs and groin area today. What we're going to do is focus on our right leg first. So bring your pillow right on top of your right thigh. Good. From here, square off your chest to that right leg as much as you can. And then walk your hands down your leg. Now, if you're like me and you have tight hamstrings, you may need to bend your leg a little bit, or you can grab another pillow if you want it, or you can scrunch up this pillow and give it a hug. So our option is either you're all the way down, or maybe you bend the knees slightly, or maybe you take your pillow in and support your chest and give it a hug. Allow yourself to soften anywhere that's feeling tight. Almost just like giving in. Now if you'd like, press yourself up. Place your pillow in between your hand or thighs and legs. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand comes over by your right tush and a little bit behind. Left hand comes to that thigh and nice little spinal twist here. Sit up nice and tall. Take some deep breaths. Slow it down. Come back to center here. Option one is to take your hands and bind your fingers behind you. Option two is you can stretch your arms out straight. Option three is maybe you plant your hands behind you and gaze goes up. Kind of puffing out the chest here. From here, come back. We're going to take this on the other side. So bring your pillow to your left thigh, however you want it. And again, option one is you lay all the way down flat. And you'll notice on this side I can do a little bit more. Perhaps you have the same imbalances in your body. Maybe you come all the way down flat. Maybe you bend your knee a little bit. You can even prop it with another pillow if you've got one, or if you don't have another one. That's when you take your pillow and scrunch it together. At least it can hold up your chest. My recommendation is to close your eyes if you feel comfortable enough. We're going to be here a little bit. Come back to your intention, come back to your breath, come back to the moment. From here, sit up nice and tall. Pillow goes between legs, left hand reaches behind you, right hand comes to thigh. Nice little gentle spinal twist here. From here, come back to center, bringing the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Take your hands to your feet, open them up like a book if that feels comfortable. Most of us were told to close our feet, but try it out, see which one works best for you. Now, moving your feet away, making a more diamond shape is a little bit more friendly. If you want to bring them closer in, see which one works for you. Or maybe you're somewhere in between. I don't care, no one's looking. From here, bring your pillow. Some of us will use our pillow in this, some of us won't. It just kind of depends on where we are. Bring the pillow right in front of you, just like this. Sit up nice and tall. Our option is to hang on to our shins and hang out here. Another option is to bend from the waist, come on down. Maybe reach our arms out in front. And maybe look the other way that you looked when you did child's pose. So you decide. So either you're here, somewhere in between, or maybe nice and tall. Up to you. If you're folded, press into the palms and we'll start to slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Take your pillow, set it off to the side. We're going to come into cow face with our pillow. So what we're going to do is take your right foot, bring it to like your left butt cheek almost. And then you're going to stack the left leg over the right. I like to grab a hold of my ankles and kind of pull them apart a little bit and kind of square off my chest to my knees. So who cares if you're straight or not? Now, my cow face is going to look different than your cow face. Not a big deal. It's called cow face because it's supposed to look like a cow face when you have bare knees. Now, if your top leg is way up here, not a big deal. That's what the pillow's for. Stick your pillow in between and then allow it to relax. You may have to hold on to your pillow. You're doing cow face. From here, if you'd like, you can either sit up nice and tall, remember shoulders away from the ears, not way up here, or you can start to hinge forward. Maybe even reach out in front of you. Depends on how you feel today. And enjoy your cow face. See if you can soften it. See if you can find a space of comfort. Now, if using your torso as leverage to go deeper into the stretch is too much, let it go. Don't do it. Don't do it. If cow face in general doesn't feel good to you at all, another way you can do it is plant that right foot and cross it over just like this. I'm good with that too. From here, press into the palms. We're going to take cow face on the opposite side. So switch legs around. Bring the opposite one on top. I like to bring my left foot more towards my right butt cheek. And then see if I can stack my knees close-ish. If they're like this, that's fine too. But stacking knees close-ish. Ish is fine. Take the hands to the ankles. So I like to scoot forward, lift my butt up, and kind of square my chest off to my knees. Again, if the top leg is high, bring the pillow. That's what this is for. This wonderful pillow. And see if you can relax into it this way. So comfy. From here, you can stay sitting up tall, or you can hinge forward. Or none of that, and plant the left leg. And kind of cross the legs over and press your chest into your legs. That works for me too. It's what your body needs. From here, press into the palms, away from the ground. Walk hands back towards you. From here, bring your pillow up to the top of your mat, and we're going to come to our bellies. So nothing fancy, no fancy transitions today. Come on to your belly. Keep your pillow close, but take your arms out and then tent your fingertips. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. From here, press up on your fingertips and dip that right shoulder in. Then maybe your left shoulder dips in. And maybe your right and left. From here, dip your right shoulder in, reach out with your right arm. Option is to stay here, or option if this already is too much, bend at the elbow, cactus in the arms. From here, start to roll over to the right, and the feet stack. You want a little bit more, and straighten the arm, and start to roll even more over to the right. This feels good. Pull your pillow close, rest your head down. If you feel like you need more support, you can take that top leg, plant it behind you. That works too. Want a little bit more? Left hand can also reach around the lower back. Where can you soften? And what does your body need today? From here, roll back to center. Pillow comes out to the other side. Tent the fingers, tops of the feet into the ground. Press up, left shoulder comes in, reaching out with your left arm. From here, start to rotate and press into the top hand. Stack the legs. Option 1. Option 2, bend at the elbow. Next option. Which I can't do on this side. Option 3 is to totally rotate. Take that top leg, bring it behind you. Bring a pillow underneath your head. I don't remember what option that we're on next, but you can take your arm and reach it around the lower back if that's what you want. Your practice, you decide. come back to center here. I know for some of us, we're like, no, longer. If that's you, then stay longer. Not a big deal. From here, bring your pillow to the top of the mat, cross your arms over, bend at the knees, and start to windshield wiper your legs out. From here, I'm going to offer a different type of child's pose. So if your eyes are closed, just listen closely. It's not a big deal. Keep your pillow exactly where they're at. Tuck the toes under. Press into your hands. We're coming to tabletop. So what we're going to do is come to child's pose. So big toes together, sit back. You're going to pull your pillow closer, enough where your elbows, if you were to reach in front, would come to your pillow. From here, we're going to bring our hands into prayer, and we're going to bring our forehead down to our mat or pillow, depending on where your elbows are placed. From here, release your child's pose. Come down to your toes. Bring your legs out in front of you. Bring your pillow to the back of your mat and come on down to your backs. From here, just rest the pillow underneath your head. An option is to bring the knees into the chest. Another option is to come into your happy baby. So opening up the knees and grabbing the outsides of the feet. You can rock. You can straighten one leg at a time, play around with your happy baby, or just keep the knees together. You're here. If you're in your happy baby, go ahead and plant the feet right behind the glutes one more time. Arms by each side. Bring the pelvis off the ground for a bridge pose. One last time for a nice little counter. From here, slowly lower down. An option is to take your spinal twist, or an option is just to come into your final resting position, Shavasana. With your legs out straight if you'd like, maybe wider than the mat, taking up space with your arms if that's what you want. You can always bend the knees and plant your feet behind your glutes for your Shavasana, or bring your hands to your belly. You decide. What do you need today? Where can you soften in your body? I'm going to offer two different things for your Shavasana. An option is to just rest. Just rest. Do nothing. Just be. We are human beings, not human doings, so be a human being right now, just be. If you want a little bit more, if you need some anchoring, you can bring your hands to the belly and start to exaggerate your inhales and your exhales. This is your anchor. And on your inhale, repeating that mantra, slow. Exhale down. Moving with your breath, moving with that mantra. have the option to stay here, or if you'd like to end your practice on your side, you can roll over into the fetal posture. If you'd like to end your practice in a seated position, go ahead and press yourself up. Taking some deep breaths wherever you are. Slow down. If you're laying on your back or sitting up straight, you can bring your hands into heart center, bringing the thumbs in between your eyebrows, representing compassionate thoughts to yourself and to others. Thumbs to lips, representing compassionate speech. And thumbs to heart center, representing compassionate actions. Namaste. I hope you bring this slow down attitude into your evening or into your day, being more mindful of how you're feeling and where you can soften. Lovely practicing with you.